Hi, I'm Mitchell, and this is
Eric.
Welcome to Critical Me. We just saw
Tree of Life.
a phenomenal film, Tree of Life, new Terrence Malick flick, which is like 20 years in the making.
Follow.
We're alligator.
You'll be grown before that tree is tall.
Did you cry? Okay, well that's fine. What do you think of the story, Mitchell?
Stories, it's kind of tricky to rate in terms of originality of concept. It's a story that is not presented chronologically. It's a non-linear narrative, and it makes an attempt to get inside the mind and the heart of a few human beings who had shared experiences together to get at the truth of what life is to those people. It's an extremely original vehicle to explore emotions in that manner. I haven't seen anything like it before. Very few things that I'm aware of have even attempted to try and do this before. So it's as original as it gets. So for story, I've got to give it a 10. Yeah.
To me, what I'm gonna say with the story, but like, this movie is far too advanced for most of the public. It really pains me to say that, but there's a lot of people that will not get this at all. But the more I've learned about it, the more profound I think it is, and I really think that I probably need to see it again to really appreciate it.
I would love to see it again.
I'm gonna say a 7.
Come on, hit me. Hit me. Come on, son.
Performances encompass the actors, the directors, the technical players. This was some astounding performances, starting with Malick. It's a deep, courageous vision he delivered. Some of the actors involved, Brad Pitt, Sean Penn, what's her name, Jessica Chastain, I forget the name of the actress who is in it. They all delivered really solid performances. Brad Pitt might wind up getting nominated for his role, but it all starts and finishes with what Malick did as a director, and I thought his vision and his direction was astounding. So I give the performances a 10.
For me, the performances, everybody did a good job. I can't really say that they didn't do a good job, because it was like they executed what they needed to do. I think the acting to me was, people are going to get nominated, but it's more of what this movie's about after understanding it than the performances. So I'm going to go 7 for performances.
You think Terrence Malick was a 7 in directing this movie? You think Terrence Malick was a 7?
I'm giving you what I feel.
He gets a C-.
There are two ways through life. The way of nature and the way of grace.
Next category, artistry.
I'll go first for artistry. The artistry for this, it's definitely blows you away with the way they did it from A to Z. I mean, the way they set up the locations, the time period, everything was awesome. The visuals, I'm gonna give it a 10 for artistry. Artistry.
It gets a 10. It's the most visually stunning movie you maybe have ever seen. It's extraordinary, groundbreaking in the same way that 2001: A Space Odyssey was groundbreaking when it came out. Astounding, moving, visually spectacular. In terms of the soundscapes and the music as well, all just pitch perfect, evocative, haunting. It just works. It just hums. So yeah, it's a slam dunk for a 10 on artistry.
What do you think of the vibe and the
10? It's the most affecting film I've seen in a long time. It transcends the genre it transcends its genre. It's a visual poem. It's something that grabs at your soul and challenges you to take a look at yourself and at your life and the lives of people around you, it hasn't let go of me yet. So I you know, it's a stunning work of art, much more than it just being a film. For all those reasons, it gets a 10 for vibe.
It's mixed. Like at the beginning of the movie, it really grabbed me. I was bought in. Like it actually like really made me like thinking about different things in my life, and I got sidetracked from the movie, and then I came back into the movie. But like 3/4 of the way through it, with the development of the story and everything like that, I really felt like it got like, I don't want to say I got bored. I really need to see it again, knowing more. Like, it was like a 6.
Unless you love, your life will flash by.
So yeah, segueing into entertainment value, you know, if you like Beckett, if you like Eugene O'Neill, if you like James Joyce,
See, like I didn't know one of those names of those people.
it gets a 10.
You hit the nail on the head. You know, if you're asking questions about it, you should not go see this movie. Like, there's quite a few people that I hate to say it, you're not smart enough to get this movie. Like you're really not. You're not going to get it. Like, you know, you're going to get lost, or you're not going to be able to finish it, or you know, I hate to put it that way. Like, for me, you know, I felt it was even difficult for me, and I'm not the most well-rounded artistic person. I am trying to aspire and evolve to becoming more, but I'm not. So entertainment value, I'm going to give it a 7 for entertainment value, because this is definitely, it's a real mixed bag, you know. As you're seeing it as an art film, that is like
it's not a film. It's a work of art. This is like going to a museum. This is not like going to the movies at all.
But see, to me, like, I went going thinking I'm going to a movie.
This is not at all a passive go sit down in a theater and have a stupid story shoveled down your throat kind of experience, which is what 99% of movies are.
I get that.
This is not at all like that.
You know, if you can go into it knowing that you are about to go see a work of art, you will appreciate this film so much more than if you think you're going to see a movie to be entertained just like a movie. You're not going to like this movie. You're not.
If you're a human being who has ever questioned the meaning of life in a serious way, you could get something out of this.
I agree.
If you're not really into that sort of stuff, then yeah, probably avoid it. 50 years, nobody is going to even remember that a film called Super 8 was made. In 50 years, nobody's even going to remember that some, like, X-Men 3 was made. In 50 years, this movie is going to be talked about. In 50 years, people are going to remember this work of art. Nobody, I mean, it works on an entirely different level. It's not superficial in any way, and I strongly encourage you to go check it out.
In that regard, you know, you make such valid points. You really do. Thanks for joining us on Critical Me. Good one, man.